37-foot 2013 Skyline Joey Weekender. Whew, that's a long thing to say here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. This is a very simple, good starter point class of camper. This is a very long travel trailer. Still technically a travel trailer, but at 37 feet and with things like this big patio door, it's obviously designed to be a little more of a destination type trailer. Maybe something that you have parked out by a lake or on a secondary property that you just visit on the weekends from time to time, rather than going to the big expense of building a cabin. Or, you know, maybe if you've got like a local authority panel giving you a hard time about building something, just drop a little camper like this out here and go visit whenever you want, and that's perfectly fine. Looking through this, experience tells me someone had I probably lived in it for about a year. My guess is it was something that they had purchased as a temporary home, maybe while they had a home housing project, or I don't know. There's a lot of people that camp full-time and then move up and down in size all the time. Just little things like most of the stickers on it are in very good shape. I noticed that these front stickers had begun to peel and fade a little bit. It's purely cosmetic. But what that tells me is that this camper was probably sitting facing the sun all day, and I've noticed that the front of the propane tank is also chalked up a little bit in comparison to the backside, which looks dark and normal. And those are generally good indicators that the nose faced the sun more than the back. It doesn't really change what we're looking at. It doesn't affect the structure or anything. Just a little bit of history, or perhaps just some insight as to what this camper is and how it was used. Again, 37 foot, and this is a rear bunkhouse. This is a pretty good sized rig here, and it's a very popular layout, just a little bit stretched out version designed to give you some extra storage that most of your 32 to 35 foot models like this simply don't offer. We'll touch more on that when we do get inside here. Overall, exterior looks pretty good, but I mean, you know, it's a 2013. It really hadn't had a chance to soak up a whole lot of extra sun abuse or anything like that. Big outside storage pocket here, and this is for things like your fishing poles or lawn chairs or any of that kind of stuff that you might take with you. I do like to point out this power awning here. Notice it starts behind this door and goes all the way past that big sliding glass door. This has a very large power awning. This is bigger than a lot of campers. It's got to be at least 24 to 26 feet. This little silver bracket on the wall right here, you'll see another one inside in the entertainment center. It's a quick release mount for a television. So if you have the matching wall plate, you can move one TV from inside to outside. TV hooks up down here. Looks like they did upgrade from steel wheels to aluminum rims, so you wouldn't have to worry about your wheels rusting or pitting over time. And that pretty much covers the outside, like I said, other than the front. You know, if you look at all your stickers, everything's in pretty good shape here. And, you know, when they're just exposed to prolonged direct sun exposure like that, unfortunately, sometimes those graphics can take a bit of a beating. Oop, it's about a little dent there, nothing major, but I like to take time to show you. We like to show you the good with the bad with these videos. That's why we put them together. I do like that this does have a second entry door right to the bathroom. And a lot of first-time campers think that's a little weird until they see how often their kids are in and out of the trailer tracking dirt through the camper just to use the potty, basically. This is a nicer porcelain stool as well, not a plastic stool, so you can actually clean that thing. You can really scrub on it with good harsh abrasives and whatnot that a normal toilet, plastic toilet in camper, you just can't do that. Very standard, you know, travel trailer setup here. Very normal tub, shower wall surround, and skylight above. I do like that they give you a decent sized medicine cabinet though, so you can get your dental floss and stuff like that out of the way. So starting at the back, looking forward here, you know, nice big super slide living room. And you'll see a lot of campers set up like this. It has a, like I said, it's not extremely uncommon from the way a lot of campers are laid out. It's just a little bit longer. They were able to take a little more time to add some extra space here and there. Big king dinette can fold down into about a 7-foot sleeper. And your sitting areas are one of the things that make me think someone spent a lot of time potentially living in this, at least seasonally a little bit. You know, the backs of the cushions are scrunched in a little bit. The sofa here looks like it absorbed the biggest amount of seating use. You can see how this seating here has been worked over pretty good. I did notice in the back, someone probably had a habit of plopping down into the sofa, and the fabric and upholstery there has seen a little bit better days. It's just aged a little prematurely. But you know, that's what happens when folks use them. The good news is you're going to save a lot on this camper, so if you were looking at replacing furniture, you'd definitely be able to do so. Again, one of the things that makes it a little more like a destination trailer is that big walk-in sliding patio door. And it has some Venetian blinds over here. So if you want to close that off, come on camera, there we go. So if you want to close that off, you can simply pull those shut and twist them around however you like. I've always liked Venetian blinds, I think they're cool. The front bedroom here, couple things going on with that. First of all, I mentioned this being a 37-footer, they're able to have a little more space here and there, so you do have a very generous walk around in front of the bed and on both sides. The front bed is pretty standard setup, though that does look like a longer bed. That does look like an 80-inch bed, not a 76-inch Camper Queen. Both sides of the master bed do have sliding pocket doors, so that you do have privacy here for mom and dad up front. And when you have these things slid closed, it allows you to utilize the spinning entertainment system. So down here we have an all-in-one DVD, CD stereo, inside and outside speakers. I do like that this one left you a little shelf for, you know, if you want to, say, put your phone down here and plug that in for music, you can do that. A lot of these don't leave you that shelf. But when the sliding doors are closed, you do have the opportunity to spin this thing around and get a, you know, your TV can service either the living room or the bedroom there. And I like that they put a mirror on the back. A lot of manufacturers will cut that little corner, and I guess it's just a personal thing, but I like that they finished that off because when it's spun around, like in its current position, it's a little more visually pleasing, I suppose. Naturally, central air and central heat, you're going to need centralized systems to keep a camper like this comfortable. Looking through this camper, I'd estimate it's a spring, summer, fall camper. I don't know that I'd rate it for winter use. You do have dual electric slides here, so it's just simple push button operation on those. And gas and electric water heater you can control right there. Also, power awning, I forgot to mention that earlier. This does have an upgraded power awning, so that is easy to operate. Little flip-up countertop extension, so when it's you know, game day and you're serving nachos, you got the perfect place to do it. And I do like the nice shine on this countertop. They certainly didn't wear their countertops out at all. Like I said, I think someone just came in, sat down, watched a little TV, and slept. I think that's really all they did in this trailer because everything else doesn't look like it's been used very much. Now we have a big, big floor-to-ceiling pantry here. And if you've got a bunkhouse like this where you can sleep a lot of people, then you need a kitchen that can feed a lot of people. And this one will give you that ability. And again, another thing where this blurs the lines between a travel trailer and a destination trailer is that big, roughly 18 cubic foot refrigerator freezer. That is 3 times larger, has 3 times more capacity than the standard refrigerator in most RVs. This only works on electric though, so if you're planning on trying to keep stuff cool going down the road, that's not what this one's designed for. This is designed for having it parked and plugged in for a while. Now this is where that extra length is really coming into play. This entire wall and hallway is one giant mega wardrobe, closet, and dresser. It is very impressive. The first one here actually doubles as a second pantry, or it could very easily double as your linen closet for the bathroom, which is right here. And then you see you have 3 of these big, big drawers that open up into just a full-size, I mean, if you could walk in it, it'd be a walk-in closet, but because of the dresser drawers down here, you can't quite pull that off. But you see that those are full extension too, so you can get to everything even in the back very easily. Back here in the bunkhouse, this does have a feature that's not unique by any means, but it is harder to find nowadays, and that is the trundle bed. This little bed down here slides in and out, so it can pull in and out when you need it. So at nighttime when you need extra sleeping space, great, you have an extra bunk. And this way each kid gets their own sleeping space. They don't have to like bunk up with each other and nudge into each other and fight each other. During the day, this top bunk here does fold up very easily and lock in place, so you can sort of use this like an extension of your living room. Or, you know, where this is going to be nice is when it's raining, flip that bed up, slide that bed in. You can almost, the kids can use that like a lounge or a sofa. And across from here, they have their own little entertainment center. You see the kids have more closet storage space and everything in here. They have plenty of shelving down here. If they do need to bring things like gaming systems to stay entertained on a rainy day, they can do that. Over here, they have their own ladder, so they can climb up and down to this overhead bunk on this side. And what's interesting, well, first of all, this bed's never been used. This has never been used here. But not only has this never been used, it's 50% larger than a normal single bunk, kind of like this over here. This is about a bunk and a half, whereas this and this are singles. So I mean, if the kids are going to have a bunch of friends over and you want to sleep a lot of people, this is the perfect camper to do it. Also, they do have their own sliding door back here, so all sleeping areas have their own private bedroom enclosure, so you don't have curtains and whatnot. Now, another thing I did like is the bathroom door is a sliding door, and I've not seen that before. And now that I've seen it, I really don't know why, because I really like that. The doors that swing open in a tiny hallway like this, which a lot of campers laid out like this have, they make it hard to get through and around. Sliding doors like that are very easy by comparison. So that pretty much covers it. I think we've gone through everything. Give us a call, 800-256-5196, Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you, everybody. Take care, stay safe, happy camping.